Yeah, this Dallas Cowboy 92. How you doing, Law?
Man, what's good, man? We building the plane while it's in the air, man. I hope that they can hear you. Can y'all hear him? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Earl? 92.
Yeah, you can hear me. You can hear me. You can hear me.
What you got for this show, man? What we gonna do this week, man? We got 2 more games left on the fray. What we need to do, man? Talk to me.
Man, we need to run that ball and show these people, man, these haters to shut up, man, about what we the same old Dallas Cowboy over and over. I'm tired of hearing that narrative. Now they talking about the 49ers now. They the team to beat. After we done beat the Eagles now. It's like
Yeah.
we gotta keep rewrite history all day long. And if the Cowboys just stick to they running game, stick to their true identity, man, we can go all the way and win this whole thing, man. Don't rest nobody. I don't want to see, like you said, I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers nor Tom Brady. We gotta see him. We gotta see him. But I dang sure want to keep Aaron Rodgers out the playoffs because
Oh yeah.
how he did us, man, or should I say how we did it to ourselves. Let him just take that game. He was up 14 points. That was uncalled for, man. So if I'm the Dallas Cowboy, we gotta do everything in our power to keep Aaron Rodgers out the play. I'm playing everybody, man. That's what I'm doing. Straight
No
up.
doubt, man. No doubt, man. It don't matter who we play, as long as we get out there and make it happen. I agree with you 1,000%, fam. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. You the first ever, man. Space, Twitter space, MySpace, whatever they want to call it, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you,
All right, you
fam.
too, Law.
Yes, indeed. Let me hear you say go Cowboy, though, man. Let me hear you say that, man.
How about them Cowboys?
Let's go, baby. Yeah. Now you gotta mute yourself. Yes, indeed. Let me see how I can work this thing now, man. Invite to speak. That my guy 100 grand, man. Let me see, man. Let me know if you can jump in. I got Lady Jessica. Shoot, she jumped right on in there. She know how to play around with it. Let me see if she can connect. I know she gonna bring some heat over here whenever she is live. You gotta unmute yourself, lady. Yes, indeed, baby.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
not much. For us, what I'm saying for our boys, all we have to do is go out there, execute on both sides of the ball, defense, get after the quarterback, and we're not laying down for the Texans. We're not resting our guys.
Right.
Our guys' mind is on focus on going to the Super Bowl. These guys are working towards that Super Bowl, and you got to win games to get there. Just because you in the playoff don't mean you lay down for nobody or slack off or none of that. They're going to be after them guys. They're going to come for them. They already got their mind open. Made up, and they already got it set what they want to do. Did y'all not hear what Zeke said at the end of the game when they video them? He said, they're not done. We're not done. We getting ready.
Definitely
They
not
they
done, man.
ready to ball. They ready to go and do what they need to do with the Texans. Dak gonna do that. And all they got to do is keep letting Dak be Dak. Then isn't this what I said? Isn't this what we said, Loud Nation? We said they need to let them do what they don't do. And that's what they've been doing. They've been out there
No
executing.
doubt.
They've been out there.
Well, let me hear you say this too. Then you spit some good stuff, Lady Jessica. I need to know the score prediction tomorrow.
My score prediction for tomorrow is 30-14. That's what I see.
I think that it'll be that score. I appreciate you so much.
How about
Let me
them
hear you
Cowboys?
say it. Yes, indeed, y'all. That Lady Jessica. Oh my gosh, man, that's some good stuff. Yeah. So you might have to mute yourself. I don't know how this thing works. All right, so let me see. I'm gonna try something new right quick. Let me see if I can join it myself over here. Oh my gosh, man, that's some good stuff. I can't do it that way. Yeah. So you might have to mute yourself. I don't know how this thing works. All right, so let me see.
You talking loud? We can hear you over here too.
See if I can join it myself over here. Yeah, but that ain't gonna work that way. All right, I had to exit out that way. All right, I thought I could jump in and be one of those guys, but it just be trying to build the plane while it's in there. But nevertheless, Dave, man, you're live, fam. You're live. I'll try to build a play while it's out. He can't wait to wake us out here.
What you say there, Law?
Steve, you're live.
What you say there, Law?
What's good, fam? Talk to me, man.
Man, look, we coming live from Baton Rouge, Louisiana today, man.
The BR.
Southern University, the Jaguars. You know all about it.
I love my Jackson State.
Oh man,
Jackson fan.
Oh man,
what's good, man? What you got for us, Steve? Talk to me, man.
We just gotta stay focused. We gotta continue to do what we do on defense. You know, everybody keep forgetting we're a little banged up right now. We're a little banged up on defense. You know, we out there with some guys who has little experience or a little older, but you know, we'll continue to get better. Dak got to protect that ball. See, when I watch Dak in the first half, I'm already expecting one. Okay, go ahead and give me that one early. And he did it last week. He gave me that one early. And he got it out the way. So we just got to stay focused, man. Look, you're doing a great job on the airways. I listen to you every day. First time calling in. I kind of like this little Twitter way, though. You don't have...
Man, that Twitter way hard, ain't it? There's no way I can see who called in on order and everything. So yeah, I like it, man.
Hey, man.
I just got to fix out a few bugs, man. But you know me, I have it going.
Hey, just keep building the airplane in the air. They're working out well that way.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you. What do you have for the final score, though?
Man, I'm gonna take us back to what we do, man. I'm gonna do 40-17. We need to start back holding teams under 17 points, man.
Let's go with it, man. Appreciate you, fam. Good call from him, man. You don't have to mute yourself, man. I don't know how to. Yeah, I'm still building it, man. I got somebody with the record crew, man. Get your bars up media, man. You live, fam.
Hey, what up, Law? Thanks for having me, man.
What's good? Man, I thank you for jumping on, man. Talk to me, man. What's on your mental?
Hey, man, I'm super duper excited about tomorrow. I'm reporting. Cowboys Nation my whole entire life. You feel me? 30 plus years. So we up in this thing finally, live from Seattle, Washington. I got to say that as well.
Okay.
But with that being said, I think that tomorrow, man, we got to be our secondary is just gonna have to be disciplined tomorrow. Very, very disciplined.
Right.
Because we got a lot of backups. We got a few backups that are playing in those roles due to the injuries that we do have in our secondary. And on top of that, can we get to the quarterback? We're gonna have to get to that quarterback tomorrow, man. We can get back to
Hey, this is a good test for us to see how we face those running quarterbacks, because the statue quarterback, hey man, I can go ahead and put down a dub in there if it's a statue quarterback. But running quarterback has always been our kind of Achilles heel a little bit, right?
Definitely. That's definitely what's been getting us, man. But we can do it though. We can do it, man.
We can do it.
I feel like this is our year, man. I know people say that. Yeah, Cowboys fans say it every year, but this year I really, really feel that we have something special on both sides of the ball, opposed to one outweighing the other. We got to limit our turnovers as well. If we can limit the turnovers, we'll be all right. We keep running that ball down their throats. We're gonna wear them down.
Yes, indeed, man. What you got down for the score prediction, fam?
I'm expect tomorrow. I'm gonna go 34-17.
34-17. All right. And what you do, man? I see get your bars up, media. You're a rapper. What you do, man?
Man. I actually do battle rap media. I travel the country and I go to battle rap events, and I actually interview, do podcasts and things of that nature on the battle rap end, as far as hip hop as well.
Oh, okay. So you the one that, like, when Meek Mills was doing his thing out there on the streets or what have you, you the one that was like, hey, Meek Mills, come holler at me, man. Let me talk to you a little bit, and then he goes into his details, right?
Yeah, back when Meek Mill wasn't charging 10, 15 grand for an interview, definitely.
Well, yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you, man. Hey, plug your stuff, man. Let people know where they can find and follow you if possible.
Hey, definitely, man. You can find me at Get Your Bars Up Media on every platform. That is GETYABARZUP Media. All one word, all mashed together. That's how we doing it. That's how we getting it. Law, I appreciate you. Been rocking with you for about 5 years now. Keep up the good
Woo!
work, bro. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
Man,
Just mute yourself on your way out. Let me hear you say, how about them Cowboys too? You know.
how about them Cowboys? Let's get it.
Yes, indeed, man. Hey, and send me some of those demos, man. I know you got some beats and stuff. I'm always down for that.
For sure. I got you.
Yes, indeed. Just DM me, man. All right, we got the next person up on the fray right here, and this is. Now, I can't even see your name, but you live, fam. Talk to me. The biggest.
Yeah.
The biggest.
It's spoony, so I just put like the biggest spoon on. Good look.
Oh, the biggest spoon. Okay.
The big spoon.
Mama said you gonna eat, get that big spoon up out there. You
gotta get the big spoon.
Especially when you get that ice cream, you don't got that ice cream spoon. You get that big spoon, man. That big spoon, that neck ain't gonna bend.
And we can't strive to be the little one, man. But you know, I'm a part of Cowboys Nation. I'm a little Cowboy fan. I've been following you for a minute now, Law. But yeah, I mean, honestly, man, I'm interested in some of the takes and what we hear. I like your film breakdowns and everything too. But what I'm interested in is how comfortable are you with our run defense going forward in the playoffs? Because like it is, I think we haven't been able to stop. We haven't been as dominant on defense. Here's my thing: the way I look at this going into the playoffs, I personally feel like we're in a bad position because we've been giving up points. If anything, I feel defense have shown flashes that we can with the defense if the offense is off. If the offense is off, and with Dak back, we've shown the ability we can win with the offense if the defense is letting you score at will. So, how do you feel about that, Lo?
Man, I'm right in the middle with this, man. Although, like, the Eagles didn't run on us, right? They only ran 87 yards. The previous team, I don't know what their total was. I think we still held them in check, but they still had 500 yards collectively. What happened is our biggest impediment been passing on one side of the field. Like, whatever side Anthony Brown used to be on, we've been giving up big chunk plays. I do know that if we can sustain ourselves and slow down the run and we score, then that's a more plus for us versus what we've seen when we lose. We only lost 4 games, but all of our 4 games felt as if though we lost to the world, right? Like everybody, because our losses count more than other teams when they lose, if that makes any sense. Like the Jacksonville Jaguars lost, we shot ourselves in the foot. Green Bay Packers lost, we shot ourselves in the foot. And even in the Eagles game, we shied away from our philosophy and we try to make it like a prove-it game, whereas we try to throw the ball all around with Cooper Rush, which was a bad situation. If the Cowboys get these pieces back in the playoffs, and I think that they will, get LVE back for crying out loud, and also get Jonathan Hankins, I think we can get back to that philosophy of just playing that stout defense and keeping teams under 90 yards rushing.
I think,
and if our offense can generate that, then we good.
And Sam Williams.
Y'all can't hear me at all?
I hear you.
Oh, okay. Lady Jessica says she can hear me. Can you hear me now? I get animated a little bit, but go ahead. Did you hear? What was the last part you heard from me?
With Cooper Rush, the last thing I heard
the
was
philosophy. Get back to the philosophy.
I left off on the philosophy part. So yeah, I think that going into this playoff, I think that we can be that team that if we play our brand and our style of football, it doesn't matter what the opposing team does or do.
Lau,
The
you
biggest,
see that?
the biggest fool. Yeah, I'm still up.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
good, fam?
yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I look at it like this: you have a team like the Commanders. They get back. They get
Right.
make the move back to Carson Wentz, and people are creating that this could be a trap team that you don't in the playoffs, and then in the breath turn around and disrespect Dallas. Oh, but this team has first round exit over it, and I'm like, at this point, it's like our losses are magnified 100 times more than any other team, and we're gonna make it look like we're bums when, at the end of the day, we're even ruled out of having the number 1 seed in the NFC with 2 left into the season. So how could you say? I mean, we can look at history, but this is the thing that people to do with the Cowboys. They to bring up history and limit it. They like to bring up history and then limit it at all of our success. Like all of the success we ever had, they stop it right before the point. And then they say, but starting at this point after when you dominated the NFL for decades.
Law say they moved the goalposts.
Yeah, they moved the
goalposts all the time. And then, how many Super Bowls do you have in the last 20? And I'm like, in the Tom Brady era, how many teams have Super Bowls in 20 years? What are we talking about?
Man, hello. So I get your point on that, fam. Let me know what you think the score prediction will be, and I'll let these other people in here that's requesting. Let me know your score prediction. I'm going to expound on that too.
For the Titans?
Yeah, tomorrow's game.
My score prediction for the Titans, I see something around like 35-10.
Woo! We know what? We need one of those, I appreciate you, fam. Good call from him. All right, so let me go. Ooh, let's go. We got Ralph. I'm gonna add you in, Ralph. And then we got Coach. Come on, Ralph, you in here.
Hey, Law.
This
is my first time. Thank you so much for letting me in and jumping into this. Let me just get my prediction out of the way right away. I'll say 26-16 Cowboys. I think it might not be the best day and weather-wise, but I think the weather is going to be a factor. So, being a Thursday night game, I think.
What's the weather report?
Well, it's supposed to be nice, but still, it's Tennessee. Like, you can remember that stadium, it's wide open, one of the coolest stadiums too. So, I will definitely be precautious on that. At the same time, I don't think we're going to be at full strength. We know we're not going to be at full strength. So I would definitely take Pollard out. I will run on Zeke. I know he can pull this type of games, just grind all day. I like your takes on the team. So I would like to ask you a few questions and give you a take, and then I'll just be quiet and listen. So just thinking on the current team and next year's cornerbacks, do you think that when Jordan Lewis comes back, do we move him back inside because he's locked on a contract, and then keep Bland as our cornerback too? And we can work from there and just kind of erase the Kevin Joseph fiasco second rounder. They're saying that they want to keep him maybe on special teams, but that's kind of high for a second rounder.
Oh, yeah. We can go with the philosophy on how the Raiders did Trayvon Mullen. They put him out for the options for a 7th round draft pick or a 6th round draft pick if you want to move on from Kelvin Joseph. You can go that route. Now, as far as Jordan Lewis, if you cut him now, you could save or recoup that for $5 to $6 million on the cap. But I kind of like the feistiness of Jordan Lewis, believe it or not.
Yeah, me too.
I think that you would need bodies, so I wouldn't leave Jordan Lewis on the fence like that. Now, for Anthony Brown, this was a contract year for him. And you can give Anthony Brown these options here. Either you can test the market to see what you can get, and then when you come back, if no one's willing to bite, we got this type of contract, this LVE type of contract, whereas you got to prove it to us once again. Because I refuse to just get rid of depth. As much as I dog Anthony Brown out, I think that he's still a good depth guy.
Oh,
right?
for sure. We're definitely seeing how much of a difference he makes, even though he gets burned every so often. it's definitely not as often as Kevin Joseph has been burned. I will definitely agree on keeping him on a small contract and just try to work something out just for that until at least the draft to see if we can get a couple hits in there. And we know we're gonna be stranded with, reworking deals because a lot of people is about to get paid.
And a lot of people.
Another thing that I will say, I don't know if many agree, but I think I'm with McCarthy. And you know what? If after this game, seating wise, there is no difference, I will see pretty much every single of our starters at halftime at the Washington game and let Washington win for sure. Just to avoid the boogeyman in Aaron Rodgers to come back and hunt us back.
We ain't letting no one.
Now they ain't gonna let Jessica say, let me get off of mute. We ain't letting nobody win.
I get you, but you know what? I'd rather take my chances with any other team in the playoff with no experience quarterbacks related other than Tom Brady than let Aaron Rodgers in. And all of a sudden, we're scared again of the boogeyman. The defense scared.
We ain't scared of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you might not be scared, but I'm sure this defense is terrified of this dude. Trust me on that.
We ain't scared of nobody. Sam Williams coming back.
Let me say this, though. Here's the truth with this. As much as I hate and I can't stand Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, what I don't want to do is give hope for the Washington team because I can't stand them too. So it's a terrible moment. So that's why
you know what?
When you're in war, you just say, hey man, it's casualty in war. But you can't put lipstick on a pig a little bit. But I would not give them life because there was a situation like that before. Remember the Patriots versus the Giants in that final game of the year. They still beat the Giants. They beat the Giants, but the Giants felt something that they pulled up just a little bit.
Yep.
And they said when they faced them in the Super Bowl, that was the driving cause on how they were able to beat Tom Brady and company. So I don't want us to be beating the bejesus out of the Washington team, and we let up just a little bit to give them hope. And in some weird way, we see them again in the playoffs, and they remember that. So I don't want that.
I got you in that low, but okay. So taking your chances. So right now, Washington just named Wentz back again their starter. So we can say that Wentz will be starting and they're going to take their chances. Even if you sit your starters just to give them rest and they pull that game by 3 points or whatever, there's no chance our team will be scared of facing Washington in the second round. They're not going to pass the second round, but you definitely know that if Green Bay gets in, they could pass to the second round. And that's when it matters. Because you don't want to have to worry about Aaron Rodgers coming back to hunt you at home.
The Washington team defense, let me pull this team defense up right quick. And one thing I can tell you in playoffs, it's a whole nother, everything magnifies, right?
Oh, for sure.
And let me see Washington. I can't stand them, but they defense, they still got to listen to this Washington football.
Yeah, right now they're limping, though. I think they have a few issues.
They're the 13th defense, but let me go to ESPN on how they look at their defense. They are the 4th defense on yards allowed. I'm not going to give them life. I'm going to try to squash them, but I feel with what you're saying, though. I'm giving you graces on what you're saying, but I don't want to give them life.
Okay.
Liberty. In the pursuit of happiness, because they do get some more guys down the line that can get out there, and I don't want to show them where our chinks in the armor is at. I feel what you're saying, though. I feel what you're saying. I appreciate you. But
one last question. Do you think our corners are could it be? Are we gonna suffer on the playoff just because our corners? At this point, do we feel that that's our weakest link right now?
Here's my thoughts on our corners. I'll go to bed sleeping good at night with Trayvon Diggs being our starting DB. Malik Hooker being our top DB as it relates to safety. I feel good, sleeping good at night with knowing that Donovan Wilson is out there. And we got two more games to see Nashawn Wright get that confidence up. And everything that people love about Tariq Woolen, and put the butter knife down, y'all, could be the same with Nashawn Wright. It's up here with Nashawn mentally.
So you think they're going to
that
be our inside corners? Because I think Bland has earned the right to stay on the outside, though.
No. Bland was used in the inside. The only reason why he was on the outside when he caught that interception is because Trayvon Diggs was following A.J. Brown. And A.J. Brown, they moved A.J. Brown inside the slot. And with that being said, my guy Dayron Bland was on the outside versus Quez Watkins. So I just like for what we bring to the table.
Okay.
I like that altogether with Bland and what he's doing. But let these boys develop and get things going. I appreciate you, Raph. Let me hear you say it. Let me hear you say it before you roll, man. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
Let's go with it, man. Let's go with it. Ooh, that was a good call from Raph, man. Who was in order?
Hey, Boss Cowboy.
Hey, Boss. I see Boss up in here, man. Coach was next, and then we got Dallas, and then we have Queen. But Coach, you live. When you get it speaking together, Coach, you live now. Just unmute yourself, and you'll be live.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah. You live.
Hey, love coming at you from Jacksonville, Florida, man. You know me as Fitness Challenge 1000. I've been in support the show and been an avid listener.
Okay.
I think, you know what?
Indeed.
Everybody is kind of like worried about the defense. We got to look at a lot of the positive stuff and breathe life into the team, because whatever you focus on is going to expand. So I don't like to focus on weakness.
Especially in the playoffs.
I like to focus on the strength. And I think the coaching is doing the same thing. Like if you go back to that, if you go back to the Jacksonville game and how when we got that fumble, man, why didn't it go power eye, that gold jacket formation, Zeke 3 times, and that's game. When they got the fumble against the Eagles, Dak ran the ball, but he ran out of bounds. Then I think he realized he wasn't supposed to do that, and then the next play when they did the rollout, he went down instead of throwing the ball away with a 2-minute warning. So there's a lot of little things with clock management, and it's a good thing that they're happening now because the coaching staff, Kellen Mooney's boys, they don't have that level of experience to make them calls at that time because they never seen it under that much pressure. So now that they're seeing it, they're kind of learning as they go. Because from that Jacksonville game to the Eagles game, they both ended the same. We got a pick, then we got that fumble. We had to run the clock out. It was the same scenario, but they did something different, and you could see that they were trying to run the clock out. Although it didn't work out that way, they still making adjustments, and we're trending upward. This one didn't cost us as it did in Jacksonville. But I think they're talking to coach.
You know what, Coach? You know what, Coach? Now that you said that, I look at this team as it's still a young team.
It is,
and we don't have a lot of experience. So last year when we made it to the playoffs, the things you said a major point. The things that you focus on becomes your weakness. Believe it or not, like you want to play loose, you want to play like, hey, we belong. But last year we had the mindset that, hey, we really limped into the playoff and we were nervous, right? And we was one of the most penalized teams. And then it just grew up into this ugly animal or beast in the playoff. That all of a sudden we got those penalties. Now, of course, you know the aficionado's going to do the aficionado thing. But as of lately, people fail to realize that in these last 5 or 6 games, we were not the high penalty team no more, right?
Oh, like four and below. Right. They're 4 and below. And it's like we forgot all about that. Man, I remember we were always behind the chains. We were always behind the chains, getting 3 and out or 2nd and long. We're staying ahead of the chains, and that converts to us being the best team on 3rd down. We got to look at what this team is doing, how we trending upward. Man, we dropping 35 points a game, and we're trending upward. And another adjustment, Joseph ain't getting he didn't get any snaps on defense this week. They made that change. The coaching is doing something intentional so that this team can go deep into the playoffs.
Right.
They're doing something.
And I think that Nashawn Wright, it says a week-to-week basis. So what I want Nashawn to do now is stack the last good game, even though they still had 300-some yards on us, but still stack that up and see what he's going to do up against the Titans. This should be a layup for him in this game. I don't see them putting up 300 yards in the air. So maybe he get him an INT. Don't you know that do wonders for the 6'3" kid that runs a 4.40, right?
Oh yeah,
that's physical. He came down the field. I was like, yeah, this boy is hitting. So it's some little things. Then we got 2 more games, and I think that this should be a good game for Ty too, because there's no more wrap-up period. Yeah.
These last two games of practice, we want to tune up to go into the playoffs. I know Jerry Jones want them to win because we want to go in with momentum. That resting players and taking the week off and coming back trying to be fresh, and that don't work. That don't work
at all, man. So let me hear you say it, Coach. Man, I thank you so much for jumping in on this Twitter space.
How about them Cowboys, man? We going all the way. I'm gonna see. I hope Tampa get it because I live in Jacksonville. I'm gonna give you some tickets. I see you in Tampa.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man, so much.
All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, man, and happy winning. We're gonna let Queen in, and when she get in, you already know. Queen, you're live. You gotta unmute yourself if you still here. Queen, did I run you off, Queen? I saved that good note for nothing. Come on, Queen, where you at? Queen.
Queen, you have to unmute yourself. Tap the speaker to speak.
Yeah, I got my Lady Jessica co-pilot over here. Queen. All right, we're going to let Dallas in here, man. I don't have your full name. I can't see your full, but I can see your face, man. Dallas, you're live. I done ran Queen off with my vocalizing over here. Dallas, you're live, man. Just untap the speaker, and then you should be here.
Hello. Hey, how you?
Oh, hello?
Already spoke.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, Dallas, man. Mute yourself, man. Now I got Queen back, man. Queen, you're live now.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, what's going on, Queen? I was worried for a second. I said, man, I might have ran you off with my voice.
No, I'm trying to figure this shit out. I've never done this before.
Well, you in there now. People can see your logo and everything now, Queen. Yeah. Hey.
Moving on up.
Hey, we got score predictions and all of that today. So
okay.
You can jump off by saying, hey, what's the score prediction? What we gonna do tomorrow? What we need to do?
I think we're gonna do like 37 to 10.
30. Ooh, we need one of those.
Yeah, because we haven't had one of those in a minute. We do need that.
Yeah. When they get to 10 point, like in the late fourth quarter, when it's garbage time. Yeah, we need one of them. Yeah, we need to order one of them though.
Yeah. After everybody tired, then we'll let them get a couple of points.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to jump in on your Twitter Spaces and tell everybody how about them Cowboys and Cowboys Nation. Let them hang.
Yeah, let them hang. To the windows, to the wall.
To the wall.
Appreciate you. Quick. All right, Dallas, man, you can get in now, man. Yeah, you can get in now, man. Appreciate you. You got to mute it over there, Queen.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to get it.
Yeah, you can get it right. Okay, good. Dallas, man, you live, man. I don't have your full name. I'm kind of cut off. Let me choose back a new full.
Tap the mic and say mic off.
Oh, I kicked up out of that. My bad. All right, Dallas, man, you live. Dallas? Hello? Man, we'll get it together, man. Somebody is it B Powell? B Powell? You live.
What going on, Law?
What's
Not
good
much,
with you,
man.
man?
This Sports Guru 9-5.
9-5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's good
Just
with
calling
you,
in,
man?
man.
Guru
Just
for the
checking,
9-5.
just checking in before the new year, man. Want to wish everybody in the space a happy new year as yourself, and talk a little bit about Kellen Moore, man. Saturday's game plan, I kind of like some of the passing concepts that he had going on, but I need Kellen Moore to stop trying to Boise State up this offense with all these gadget plays. Like his timing on the gadget plays are just off. So just cut those, just take those pages of your playbook and throw them away. If you keep Dak doing what he was doing on Saturday and come up with some better run game concepts, I think this offense will be a problem in the playoffs. But what continues to scare me is Kellen Moore and his inability to adjust when a team has figured out what he's trying to do. I need him. I need McCarthy and everybody to get in the lab and figure out how to overcome that weakness of Kellen Moore's play calling.
9-5 Guru. Let me read this out. Jory, she tweeted this out about 2 hours ago. The Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott completed 24 of 24 attempts for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns after that pick versus the zone coverages and Eagles. He's the only player who earned a perfect next-gen stat passing score versus zone defense since 2018. So we see the potential lines of Dak Prescott, and we understand the flaws within the confines of what Kellen Moore likes to exhibit. I can tell you, man, if we can continue to do these type of things, my goodness, minus the hiccup play, I really believe, call me crazy, call me delusional, in all capital letters, the only team that can stop the Dallas Cowboys is the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep, agree. I 100% agree with you, because Dak in his whole career since Mississippi State, he's overachieved as far as he's taken teams. He took Mississippi State to number 1 in the country, and they have never been that. Mississippi State has never had an offense like that since Dak's left. So he's always been that guy that has been steady and been a plus. Now, unlike any other quarterback, like, Mahomes has Andy Reid. You got the guy out in San Fran. You got the guy in LA. You got all these geniuses that get with quarterbacks, but Dak just has a guy that doesn't fit or mesh with his skill set, and he doesn't put Dak in advantageous situations time in and time out. You put Dak on that Eagles squad, man, you talking multiple Super Bowls, not just trying to make it to the playoffs and win a playoff game. You put Dak in LA, they done won maybe 2 or 3 Super Bowls by now. Put Dak with Shanahan. San Fran done won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah. And you bringing it in with contextualizing like the surrounding pieces, like with the quarterback. Before I let you go, what do you have as a score prediction for tomorrow?
I'm going 35-17 Cowboys.
We need one of them. And let me say this too, fam. Dak Prescott was one of the quarterbacks for this Cowboys team that they always said around the media is that they always took away. Like, let's see what he can do without this front 5. Let's see what he can do without Ezekiel, Elijah Elliott. Let's see what he can do without Dez Bryant, even though he was aging or what have you. Let's see what he can do without pieces. And for the life of me, Dak still, collectively speaking, never had a losing season, right? Nope. And here's the thing. I get what the pundits and the critics are saying, but if you pick Dak Prescott up and put him on a whole other team, he will be viewed in a different way. the teams that we've been lumped up against, even through the Jason Garrett administration, I want people to know that those 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, those were playoff years. You win, you get in. People fail to realize that. People fail to realize that. And we hit with the same curse of being labeled as a team that's not able to get to the playoff or win in big games of the playoff, because we never had that complementary pieces with the coaching staff and beyond. And I think that this season and beyond, that we will have those pieces put in place.
Yep, and Dak makes players better. He made Blake Jarwin better. He's made Schultz better. He's made Gallup better. He made the guy. He went back to the Packers. Randall Cobb. He got Randall Cobb paid. So Dak makes players around him better. This year, he's going a step further, and he's making the offensive line look better. We tops in least amount of sacks, but we the worst pass blocking offensive line in the NFL. Man, but you got the least amount of sacks. What's the reason for that?
Oh my God, man! Hey man, you're a Hall of Fame caller now, man. I appreciate you, fam.
All right, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
He didn't say it, but I feel you though. You supposed to say how about them Cowboys? All right, let me see if I can do it this way. Big Shot, man. You live, man. Big Shot.
Me.
Man, holla if you can hear me. Yes, indeed, I can hear you, Big Shot.
Yeah. The first thing I want to say is congratulations, man. You need to change your moniker from Law Nation to International Law Nation. You are worldwide, my brother. You are worldwide. I saw you hanging out with the Caribbean folks.
Yes, indeed, man. I give you some good Caribbean food. If I'm ever in the Bahamas, I got a place to stay. Man, if I'm in Hawaii, I got a place to stay. Canada, South America, man, I'm everywhere, man.
Worldwide law nation. That's where we are now. Worldwide law nation.
Most certainly, man. What you got, man? What's your score prediction? What you got for this game tomorrow, too?
Well, my score prediction, I'm going to because I don't think obviously mentally, you know, the team is really focused on preparing for the playoffs, but at the same time, you want to win these last two games. So I don't think they're going to ratchet it up as much as we would like it to be tomorrow. So I think it's going to be like 28-17, something like that. Now, my main concern really is not about the players on the team. It's the coaching staff. I think last year's San Francisco game, most of the fans still remember that to this day. I've been watching the Cowboys for a very long time. I'm talking about since Starback and Dorsett. Okay, that's how far back I go. I'm an old dude. All right.
Yeah.
But last year, that game last year was probably the most disappointing game I've ever watched. Only because they did not come into that game prepared. So we know that they have the physical talent to go to the Super Bowl. We know they have that. The issue is how are they prepared? How are they mentally prepared? How are they physically prepared to go get it done? So we know that Kellen Moore has had to learn on the job. Right. We know that he's had issues in learning how to close out games. I think one of the boys a few moments ago just mentioned the fact that, you know, he's bringing that Boise State mentality, and you simply can't win championships with a Boise State mentality in the NFL. Right. You've got to focus on closing out games, running that football when you have a lead, making critical, important decisions to keep the ball. We know Dan Quinn, his background, because his defenses. I don't want to bring it up, but it's true. His defenses have failed in some instances. We're talking about the Falcons and some other points in time during his career where his
28-3. That's all I can think of. And then here's my thing with Dan Quinn. I like what he brings to the table. He's a very hands-on type of guy. I truly believe that his impact is felt all throughout the team in Dallas, right?
Correct.
Because we were historically bad before he got here.
Correct.
And now we improved to be like top 12 defense. And then just last year, of course, we finished out top in defense in turnovers and takeaways. So this season, we are still top 10 in certain categories, but we see some flaws with it. So all we got to do is tell Dan Quinn, hey, dog, hey, when we up, we want you to, hey, get right.
Close it out.
You know what? It hit me. It just hit me. You know, it's the games when we up, when we lose, right? Come on, Dan Quinn, when you're up, man, figure it out, you know.
and defense, and defense is really defense is about effort.
Right.
Defense is about want to. It's about effort and want to.
Yeah, and determination and believing too in yourself, within yourself.
Right, and you know, and also trusting your teammates, because now I remembered about the that Devontae Smith wide open touchdown where Diggs really didn't do his assignment. He tried to do too much. They took Brown out the game.
Right.
They put Devontae Smith on his side.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Goedert came across. Trayvon wanted to try to come down and make a play, but that wasn't his responsibility. So now you got Devontae Smith right behind you, wide open for a touchdown. Trust your teammates. Do your job.
And before I
have
let you
ultimate
go,
effort.
Before I let you go, there's one thing that I'm always going to give the young DB Trayvon Diggs is longitude and latitude. Is always believe in his instincts, although it killed him 3 times this season. That first play, the opening play with A.J. Brown, it was a big play. And then that double move with Brown, Devontae Smith in that end zone, right? He got killed on that one. And the touchdown he gave up against the Colts. Remember that one?
Yeah.
It's similar. Yeah. It's similar to how the doggone Devontae Smith caught that touchdown. But
risk and reward.
I would rather for him to die on his beliefs, though.
Oh yeah.
I don't want him to change it up. I get it though, those 3 times, but it's only 3 times, so I would rather for him to lose that way. But I think that to protect him, we just need better play out of our safety over the top. Although on that touchdown, or those 2 touchdowns he gave up, there was no safety there. So
and the best thing about Diggs is that he's still young. He's still learning the position. Isn't that amazing? As good as he is, as talented as he is, he's still learning the position. That's amazing.
No doubt, man. Let me hear you say it, man. Or you got any content that you do, or you listen?
Well, yeah, I'm a life coach. So if you go to Kusso, that's KUSSO life.com, KussoLife.com. I help people dream big. Go to my website, set up an appointment. We can do it. But I just want to say, go Cowboys. Y'all have a good one.
Yes, indeed, man. So, hey, before you go, for real.
Yeah.
So you believe with me, right? Esau, he tried to, was you here when he was talking about me saying lost selling dreams? And I said, hey, if Martin Luther King can have a dream, I can have a dream, right? Red Lash, were you there? Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We got to dream big, because we are all amazing people. We are all amazing people.
Indeed. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Just mute yourself. I got Chafe next, man. Chafe, you're live, fam. Yeah. Once all of that goes through, man, I appreciate this platform. Let me know if you guys dig in the Twitter Spaces as we continue to figure this out. We building the plane while it's in the air. Chief, you're live. If you know how to unmute yourself, man, just do that. If not,
you have to hit mic on. And when it say mic off, mic
Y'all
on.
said Rico or somebody else?
Okay, all right. Yeah, you can go ahead and spit now since you're live, man. Talk to me.
What's going on, Law? First time calling in. I just wanted to say this real quick. I have a lot of confidence in the Cowboys moving forward. I agree with you. I really think Philly's going to be one and done. The only thing that really, really concerns me about this team moving forward is Kellen Moore gets a little too cute towards the end of the games with the dropping back with the passing and whatnot. I think if we run big personnel and we run the football and protect the lead, I think this Cowboys team could potentially be the one that could finally break through and break the curse after 27 years. I'm not worried about the defense. Like you said earlier in the conversation, brother, we have a lot of young guys. We found our second cornerback in Bland, and he's only a rookie with 5 interceptions. So the sky is truly the limit with him. We just got to make sure that Kellen Moore doesn't do anything wild, out of pocket. Is Jason Garrett's little brother, little cousin, and we already know how that is and whatnot. So if McCarthy can reel them in and we're focused, we're a better team this year with more depth and more physicality than we've ever been in the last 15, 20 years. So this is I really feel like this is our season. All the big dogs are old. Rodgers is old. Brady's old. This is the time to really to make a statement. And the reason that the 4-letter networks are hating on Dak Prescott and everything is they're getting scared. They're getting scared. That's why. They see that we have a superstar in Diggs, Parsons on defense, and we have a lot of depth, and we're nicked up. We're starting to peak at the right time now. In years past, since the glory days, this is where we would fall apart after a tough loss to the Jaguars. And nobody wants to talk about it. It's just nobody wants to give the Cowboys a benefit of a doubt. Nobody wants to give them a chance. But like I'm saying, finish out the season strong. Finish it out strong. Keep some of those plays to the chest. If you got some guys banged up, let's go. Let's win these last 2 games. Let's go light if Parsons needs some rest and just get focused. And if I had $1 to a donut, watch. They're not going to be intimidated and scared this next go round in the playoffs.
No resting our players. We learned.
I'm not saying resting like put them out for the whole game. I'm saying is maybe cut a few snaps down on the defensive end for Parsons. Move him to linebacker. Throw Damone Clark in there. Yeah. Get some other guys some burn in there. Hopefully Sam Williams can come back so some guys are not playing the same position the whole game and getting that wear and tear. I'm not saying sit them out. Just move some guys around, try some different things out, and see what types of looks you have with guys like Fowler, Sam Williams. Just move some pieces around just to see for when that playoff starts. Because we all know when the tournament happens, anything can happen. And this year, it's open. It's open for the taking. I'm telling y'all, yo.
Man, no doubt, man. I had my brother on earlier, and appreciate you for calling in, man. What's your name again?
My name is Rico. I'm from East Dallas, and I live in Linden, New Jersey now. I've been out here for a few years, so I'm knee-deep up in Eagle country, Giants country, and all that. But I'll say this and let you go, Law. How about them Cowboys? Let's try to break through and break the curse, baby. Let's do it, yo. 100.
How about him, man? How about him? I had my brother. He's in there. He's in here now, the Twin Maker. And one of the things that I said earlier when I was testing this out is that, and he can contest to this, there's no daylight in playoffs after tomorrow, right? Like, you got to make sure that you push all of your chips in, and you got to play that, because I truly believe, and he can jump in at any time. I truly believe that is what makes football one of the greatest sports of all time, because of the sudden death type of moments, the gladiator type of moments. Whereas if you don't put it all on the table now, this tomorrow ain't promised to you. Ain't that right, Twin?
Twin, you gotta hit the mic to speak.
I got you. What's going on? How y'all doing? Hey, bro, you ain't lying.
Man.
Hey, I like to use this analogy, big bro. Look, you gotta empty the whole clip. In the playoffs, look, you empty the whole clip, and you gotta make sure that magazine is empty. And then once you empty the whole clip and the magazine empty, you detach the magazine, you throw the magazine. After you throw the magazine, you go, then you throw the gun. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. you throw the gun next. Look, you can't go in that locker room saying, man, I should have called that play. Or, man, I forgot to call that play. Nah, bro, this is not the time for you to be worrying about that. Whatever it is that you've been dialing up, that you've been waiting on, or that you've been sitting on, that's the time for you to use it. Because at the end of the day, like you said, this is one and done. You know what I mean? And so that's the mentality that you got to have. But you can't do it in fear, but do it in faith and also in belief in your team. Because any coach shows this right here to their team. If I'm willing to call this, I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone. But I'm telling them, it's like, hey guys, I believe that you will execute, and I believe a mano a mano that you guys will come out on top. So when I call this play, I'm calling them because I trust you. You know what I mean?
And let me say this too. Oh no, twin. You know, it's going to be a bittersweet moment for you. You know, you know, I've seen your 49ers. They rallied behind Colin Kaepernick, right? And you guys were able to prepare yourself all the way to the Super Bowl. And I was seeing a team that believes in themselves, right? but although you were laid out like Family Guy against the Ravens, I saw something in your team. And I seen the same thing after you guys made it to the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo. And now I'm seeing the same thing out of Brock Purdy, that you guys are putting things, and there's two different coaching regimes too, by the way. But I'm seeing a team that's rallying behind their troops and believing in one unified message, that in the minds that you guys are the best, right? So for my Cowboys, I just need for that levels of experience to everyone to rally behind Dak Prescott, to also understand that, hey, in this bench, let's play complementary football. Let's see what we can do, what we can do best. Hey, as you twin, you know what we can do, what do best. What are your thoughts on that, fam?
Nah, you ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a universal thought, process amongst not only amongst the coaching staff, not only amongst the players, but a lot of people don't understand. It's also dealing with the equipment man. It's dealing with the managerial staff that continue to help these boys get in and out of the lunch rooms and things like that. Like, all these people have to be in one. It's one. And a lot of times we don't see that behind the scenes. So when you are ready to play a game that every second matters, every inch matters, every possession matters, there's this universal belief. You know what I mean? This is why you see that lady where Michael Parsons may, hopefully y'all ain't gonna win, but if something were to happen, y'all win, he would say, the lunch lady said this to me, or the woman who did security, she did this to me that day, because it's a family, you know what I mean? And that's how it's a brotherhood.
Right.
And that's what propels you in the most tightest moments. So that's what gives you peace when the pressure is at its highest. You see what I'm saying? And so you got to have those people around you and that belief around you to be that relief valve to continue to go do something that's epic. And this is why it's so hard to win a Super Bowl.
That's why it's so hard. And then before I let you go, fam, bro, good luck to your team until y'all play me, play the Cowboys. I will take this away with what Fred Warner said post-game. After all of his post-game, when they asked him, what did you guys do this week? He says, hey, we just want to know. We just want to know. And it's every week, it's living that mindset, never be satisfied, but I'm just trying to be 1-0 every week. I'm trying to be 1-0. And that is what we need to do as far as our Cowboys believe after the Titans game. We 1-0. Bump all of the records, because it don't matter what the record is, twin. Remember, the number one seed last year didn't lift up nobody Lombardi trophy. The number one seed last year got knocked out by the 49ers, right?
Amen. We sent Aaron Rodgers home, you know what I'm saying? Like I said,
appreciate y'all for doing it. If I can have it all over again, now I want my Cowboys to win, but it happened the best way possible, because I love you, bro, but I couldn't think of a way in a situation for you to knock out Aaron Rodgers, and then you fool around and beat the Rams, and then you win the Super Bowl. And then all of a sudden that repeating of what you guys did to the Cincinnati Bengals, back in the days in that Super Bowl. So I was like, oh my goodness, man, history repeats itself. But man, like I said, good luck to your team until you guys play up.
Hey, I definitely can't wait. Look, I can't wait to get our popcorn ready. Hey, Law, if that game happened this year, I'm going to be in the other room. I ain't going to be in the same house, but I'll be in the other room nearby so you can hear me.
No, I'm for real, man. We beating the Niners this year, man, if we see y'all in the playoffs.
Hey, bro, look.
Ain't no 14
hey, bro.
Finishes,
Look. I look. But, boy, y'all couldn't beat it if your name was Michael Jackson.
Oh, come on. Well, hey, man, don't be trash talking now, and don't be trying to go run and tell mom, because what I can say is it won't be no sunlight in the eyes of Cedric Wilson. Cedric Wilson had the sunlight. See, it's always the Dallas Cowboys versus the Dallas Cowboys. I truly believe that y'all didn't really beat us. We beat ourselves in that game. We had 14 penalties, and also we had the sun against us, and it took us down to the last 14 seconds in the brilliancies of Kellen Moore wanted to call a doggone quarterback draw at the 45-yard line. Come on,
Hey, bro,
we
bro.
shot ourselves in the foot.
Hey, bro, it is not my fault. Hey, bro, it is not my fault. You had the mental makeup of a gnat. It is not my issue that y'all decided to use the playoff game to all of a sudden have a relapse when it comes to discipline and understanding the game plan.
Oh my gosh, man! Appreciate you. Let me hear you say, "How about them Cowboys?"
Bang, bang, baby.
Appreciate you, bro, man. Love you, man. All right, we got Uncle Dave, man. You're live, fam. You gotta tap that mic. Lady Jessica, tell them how you gotta do it.
You gotta touch the mic and you can speak.
I'm on it.
You on it?
I'm on it.
Let's go.
Hey, I wanted to holler at Twin real quick. About that Niners and Cardinals game. I'm a humble man. I owe the brother 2 shots.
Oh, you owe him 2 shots.
I owe him 2 shots, and he said he wanted it on video, so I got to do it. But I got some smooth Appalachian moonshine. I'm gonna do 3 shots for the brother. 3. So you hear me, Twin? You hear me, Twin? I'm sorry. I apologize, dog.
Hey, you know what, Mr. Day? I appreciate it. Because not only you going to take the 2 shots, you added on interest. Now, that's a respectable man.
Yeah, I can
respect that. Look, that's what I'm talking about. I can tell.
Believe that.
2 shots with interest.
with interest. 2 shots with interest. 2 shots with interest. You like baseball, Twin? You like baseball?
Oh yeah, I do.
We on deck. We on deck. We on deck. Get on deck. You hear them brothers singing? Upper room. Cowboys on the upper room. When Jesus. Yeah, you hear me. The upper room. Yep. Got that pie. Damn near burnt my mouth. Burnt my fingers.
That shot gonna send you
through the upper room. It's there. It ain't. Yeah, I'm gonna be high. Way up there. But the 13 at 14 personnel, that's what we need up there in that goal line, in that red zone. You put them tight ends in there and you run that ball. I mean, that's how you kill a clock. That's how you finish a game.
Right.
You kill the clock with that gold jacket formation, and get them tight ends in there and bull on through. See, you got to be these next 2 games. Cowboys got to be like Godzilla stomping through Tokyo. They got to be Godzilla. Smash them.
I got Godzilla for you too.
There he is. East side, lean forward. You must be out your damn mind, boy. But that's why we let you in.
You must be out your goddamn mind.
That's why we let you in, because Cowboy Nation need the content. And all content counts. It all counts.
All of it.
It all counts. But don't be too hard on Diggs. Like Twin was saying, he's still learning.
Man.
But all I gotta say, hey, we need another 40 burger. We need another 40.
Oh yeah.
We need another 40.
Maybe.
To put that 40-19.
40 on them boys, man. That'll be nice, man. The Titans defense still nothing to sneeze at, even though they kind of frailed here and there. But I think that confidence. And I need to see my guy Deshaun Wright just get his feet together.
That's right.
Remember, it's all in the mind, right? And he get out there, control that. He got the size, he got the physical speed, and all of that. Shoot, this defense, Twin. Watch out for the Cowboys, baby.
You get out there yakking, and get in the ear like Dion used to do. He get in your mind, he get in your head. He play the head game with you. Put them double moves on you. He put that psych on you. It's like you merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Let me hear you say it, man, before I let you rock, man.
How about them Cowboys?
Yes, indeed, man. That's Uncle Dave, Stelios, the great. We got a superstar in here. I'm gonna invite her to speak. Maybe we can hear from first person over here, point of view about Nashawn Wright. Let me see if she gonna jump off in here. Let me know when you're ready. Yes, indeed, y'all. We having a great time. Not a good time. We having a great time. And let's get this thing going the best way possible. And
You said
yes, today. Shout out to Nashawn Wright.
I'm on a plane, guys.
Oh, you on the
Yeah, I'm
plane?
okay though. I'm
You
waiting.
okay though?
I'm on my way to the Raiders and the 49er game.
Woo. So I got my brother. He's a
Oh
diehard
man.
49er fan. And I know your son, he's Nashawn Wright, big number 25 and everything. Do you want to relive that moment of the Cowboys versus
Actually,
the Niners
I
again?
love it. I'm a Cowboy fan now too. I'm the poster child of how you can do the two.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Hey, you finna get ready to see a defensive performance for the ages, just so you know. So when you go to Vegas, be ready. Cause look, the GM of the Oakland Raiders said, "Oh Lord, we don't want it to be a burial site for David Carr, which would ruin his opportunity to get us some draft picks. So we're gonna put Stedham in the game so the 49ers can tee off, and we're gonna make sure that Nicky Bosa become the NFL Defensive Player of the Year because he might end up getting 3 sacks in this game and go
You
and have
know
a
what?
dub piece."
I can't. I'm just gonna leave that up to the universe. There's somebody else that deserves it too, and I'm gonna leave it up to the universe. But that sounds good.
That sounds good.
You know,
So
there's somebody on the
go ahead.
Cowboys too now.
I'll
say it. I'll say Michael Parsons.
Hey, Micah, it's nothing wrong with becoming, number two. But the guy who has the defense that hasn't allowed a 60-yard rush in the entire year, go get that thing.
Well, and I guess that's how it comes down to it. Yeah, if you got to do it that way, you got to do it that way. Yeah. Absolutely.
No doubt. I'm gonna let you fly in peace. If you can still talk to Devontae, I know he played for the Raiders. I know that's your guy too, Devontae Adams. You can let him know that he could play for the Cowboys and just take some of that money away. There'll be a good situation.
I'll make sure to tell his mother.
Tell his mom. All money. Tell him all money ain't good money. I can really see him in the Cowboys.
I can see that too. That would be really really nice. Actually, the GM at the Raiders, I think he's looking at Ray John, my other son. So I don't know what's happening. I hope I don't have to be I shouldn't say that. Let me stop.
No.
Let me stop.
I ain't gonna say anything, but hey, Ray John, I saw his stats. He's doing good.
I'm gonna be quiet. I let the universe handle that too.
Let it handle.
Yeah.
Go Cowboys! I appreciate
you.
Yeah,
safe travels.
Good luck to your son tomorrow. Now, hey, how did he feel when he got there starting? Did he call you and let you know that he was starting?
No, I asked. No, I asked him. He felt good. He felt good. He ready to go back out there again. So yeah, he felt good. I was happy for him.
I appreciate it.
I just wanted him to get an interception. We're gonna try the next. We're gonna try again.
He might get one tomorrow, though. You know what I mean?
If he do.
Let me hear you say, how about them Cowboys before I let you go?
How about them Cowboys?
Yes, indeed, y'all. I got to split like hair, man. I appreciate y'all. What better way to end it out with her? Let's go, Cowboy Nation.